right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the June 8th legislative session of the Salisbury City Council. Appreciate everyone being with us this evening. Before we begin, I would just like to take a moment to say that Colonel Bob Cook is in our thoughts and prayers. He's in the hospital today, but should be out tomorrow. I think that's right, Mr. Heath. Yeah. And also, Mr. Jan Wiseman is back at home, and our thoughts and prayers are with him and his family as well. He is not well, but is back home in Salisbury, so we're praying for him. Just a couple quick announcements. If you happen to have a cell phone, if you could please just make sure that's on silent or vibrate, we'd appreciate it. And I believe everyone's been here with us before, so we don't need to cover emergency exits. So with that, I'll invite Pastor Andrew Thompson from Remedy Church to come forward and lead us in the city invocation.
Just want to thank the council for letting me be here to do this, and I'm just going to go ahead and lead us in a word of prayer. Dear Lord, we just thank you so much for this day. Just thank you for the fact that you're the God who gives and provides for us, and we just want to take a moment and just ask for wisdom to fill this room, that you provide us and provide our leaders with the ability to lead us well as a city. Allow harmony and unity to be the story. Allow us to just seek what is best for all those here. And may your good news just invade this place. May we just be thankful for the things you have given us. May we just ask for the things that we need, and may we just look in anticipating the things that you will do in our lives as a city and as a council here gathered. And we just thank you for all this in your name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Pastor Thompson. Please rise and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So we have some special guests with us this evening. So I'd like to invite our friends from the Local Government Insurance Trust, and we've got Tim Aylesworth, the CEO of Local Government Insurance Trust. Executive Director, okay, the boss. And then the boss's boss, the chairman, Sonny Bloxham. Thank you for coming all the way from Worcester County to join us. So invite you forward for a special presentation.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the council. First, I want to thank you for allowing us to be here this evening to make the two presentations we're going to make. As you know, I'm Sonny Bloxham, and most of you know me as the county attorney for Worcester County, but I'm not here tonight on that behalf. I'm here as the chairman of the Board of Trustees of Local Government Insurance Trust, of which Salisbury is one of our longtime members. We're glad to have you, and thank you for being a member of Legit. Those who've been around for a while know that Legit was formed back in 1987. It was formed by the Maryland Association of Counties and Maryland Municipal League, along with 23 local governments. And it was formed in response to the insurance crisis that was happening back in the mid-'80s, when commercial insurance products for local governments and for everyone was going sky high. So that's why they decided and had the state pass a law to allow this co-op to be formed. And right now we have 18 counties as members and 142 municipalities. And we have, I have the Executive Director, Tim Aylesworth, with me. We offer several lines of insurance. We have liability insurance, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, and we also offer property insurance. And we also have a health co-op that we started a couple of years ago, which you might want to take a look into with the rising of health costs throughout the country. It's an opportunity for, it's a co-op, so it's not like a traditional insurance company. And the good thing about being a member of Legit, as you all are, you're not just an insured with us, you're also a member, and by being a member, you are a boss. You are one of the people who run Legit. Legit is run by the elected officers, of which I'm one of the trustees, on the Board of Trustees. We also run by committees, and a lot of municipalities and counties have some of their staff help Legit on these committees to to help us run the company and also to help set policies for Legit. Right now, we have 181 members in the property and liability pools with a total annual gross premium of $18.5 million. As I said, we started the health co-op back in July of 2010. We have now 20 members. We cover about 1,300 employees, and we're looking to try to grow that. The Legit property and liability pool now has assets over $60 million, and since 2009 has returned over $18 million back to the membership in form of premium credits and discounts. This year, Salisbury, by virtue of being a member, is receiving over $100,000 in credits and discounts, which is about 21% off of your original cost of your coverage under Legit. So that's quite a bit that you're getting back in discounts and credits. In addition, Salisbury, and this is another good thing that Legit does too, we give grants for different things. In addition, Salisbury has received 6 grants totaling $14,000, which includes tonight's grant, which brings me to tonight's the first presentation. The first is a check for $2,400 to the city for help purchase body cameras for the police officers. I'm sure you're all aware of all the controversies going on throughout the United States about police department and their interactions with citizens. And we feel, we did a pilot program a couple of years ago and it worked out very well. And we feel this is a worthwhile program to help our insureds be able to acquire body cameras. And this is not only just protection for the public, but also protection for the police officers. So if someone tries to claim that they've been discriminated against or whatever, or abused by the police officers, they can put it on film. You got it on film. One time as county attorney, I remember the sheriff's department called me and said, we got a lawyer calling us, and his client claiming this, and this. We said, but we have it on the dash cam. So I went down and looked at the dash cam. I said, sure enough, sent it to their lawyer, and that was the end of the case. So as soon as they saw it was on the dash cam. So these body cameras will work very well for the city. So we're very proud to, this is a matching grant program, by the way, that we're doing. We started out last year setting aside $50,000 for this program, but it's become so popular with our membership, we've now increased the maximum to $75,000 with an individual member's cap of $5,000. So you can go back, and even though you got $2,400, if you feel it's worth going back to and getting some more cameras, you can reapply again for another grant to go back up to the $5,000 limit. I don't see the chief of police here, but I guess
she is.
Right
So,
oh, chief, would you join us? It's our pleasure on behalf of Local Government Insurance Trust to present this check to you for $2,400 to help you all purchase your body cameras for the city.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, sure, please. Jim, you want to go on one side?
Anywhere you feel comfortable is okay.
Okay. All right. We also have, if you indulge me, we have one more presentation I'd like to make. This is in recognition of your commitment to risk management and safety. You might not know it, but you all have had a risk management and safety committee for 20 years. And of all the members of Legit, which I just told you, there's 180 some members, you've had the longest serving committee. And we think that's a great honor. So tonight we want to give you a plaque. It says, in recognition of the city's commitment to risk management and safety as exhibited by their quarterly risk management committee meetings spanning 20 years. Risk management committee comprised of all departments in the city. Risk management committee's focus on loss prevention and loss reduction. The trust is pleased to present this special recognition to the city for an excellent and effective risk management program from March 1995 to March of 2015. So thank you all very much. President,
thank you very much. Thank you.
make sure your risk committee. Okay.
If I could, real quick, gentlemen, first of all, I think I want to thank the leaders of the city back in 1995 for taking that action and for recognizing the importance of safety. But I also want to recognize the city staff. I mean, it's Tom, you, and your team that really have made this endure and made this possible. And secondly, I just want to thank Legit again for protecting the taxpayers of Salisbury, protecting our citizens and our investments. So we appreciate it, gentlemen, and appreciate you being here this evening. Thank you for the grant.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, folks.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you for putting us first on the agenda.
Might make it a report card.
Excellent. Great. Next, I'll entertain a motion to adopt the legislative agenda as presented.
So moved.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
The chair votes aye. Okay. Next item is the adoption of the consent agenda. I'll entertain a motion to adopt the consent agenda.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Ms.
Good
Nichols?
evening. On the consent agenda tonight, we have the April 20th, 2015 closed session minutes, the May 4th, 2015 work session minutes. We have resolution number 2510, accepting grant funds from Legit in the amount of $2,400 to purchase body-worn cameras for the police department. The city will match the grant in the amount of $2,400, and the combined funds will enable the police department to purchase 6 cameras. Resolution number 2511, declaring the United Parcel Service is eligible to receive enterprise zone benefits for their property located at 2236 Northwood Drive in Salisbury. And resolution number 2512, waiving the demolition permit for the former Daily Times building located at 145 East Carroll Street. And that's it.
Okay, all those in favor of the consent agenda as presented, please signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Okay. Next item on our agenda is ordinance number 2332 for second reading. This is the fiscal year 2016 budget. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance 2332.
So moved.
Motion, is there a second?
Second.
Motion and a second. Mr. Tillman?
An ordinance appropriating the necessary funds for the operation of the government and administration of the city of Salisbury, Maryland for the period July 1, 2015 to June 30th, 2016, establishing a levy for the general fund for the same fiscal period and establishing the appropriation for the water and sewer, parking authority, city marina, and stormwater funds. Be it ordained by the city of Salisbury, Maryland, the amounts listed in Schedule A operating budget appropriations are hereby appropriated for the fiscal year beginning July 1, 2015 and ending June 30th, 2016 to fund the operations of the city of Salisbury, Maryland. Be it further ordained by the city of Salisbury, Maryland, the amounts listed in Schedule B, capital project appropriations, are hereby appropriated for capital projects. And be it further ordained that the tax levy be and the same is hereby set at $0.937 per 100 of assessed valuation of all real property and at $2.21 per 100 of assessed valuation for all personal property, subject to taxation by the city of Salisbury for general fund purposes, including debt service purposes, exclusive of revenues derived from the water and sewer fund for debt service purposes attributed to water and sewer activities. And whereas all taxes levied by this ordinance shall be liens from and after July 1st, 2015, and shall be due and payable as specified in Title 14 of the Tax Property Article of the Annotated Code of Maryland as amended, that all fees adopted by this ordinance and all fees currently in effect shall remain so unless changed at a future date by the City Council. And be it further ordained that the Salisbury City Council that a public hearing on the proposed budget ordinance to be held at 6:05 p.m. on June 8, 2015 in room 301.
Okay. Discussion? Comments? All right. Hearing none, I'll just make some brief comments. This budget, I believe, represents virtually everything that we discussed as our priorities at the start of the budget session. I want to thank everybody for their participation and willingness to meet many, many, many times over the last couple of weeks. I want to thank the mayor and the administration for the hard work that you all put in on the front end and throughout the process. And again, recognize that, sometimes unsung hero, Keith Cordry, for making difficult things clear to us, and we appreciate that. The one priority that I want to mention, and there are a lot of exciting projects, being funded, and a lot of interesting programmatic elements to this budget. But the one thing I want to highlight is that taxes were kept at their current rate, and that was an objective of every single council member. So I want to thank the administration for being able to pull that off, and the council for being able to keep it there. With that, all those in favor of ordinance 233?
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right, we do need to conduct the public hearing. I apologize. With that, I'll go ahead and open the public hearing. Is there anyone who wishes to speak on ordinance 2332? If so, please rise and be sworn in by the city clerk. Okay, I'll close the public hearing. And with that, I'll call the question. All those in favor of ordinance 2332 for second reading, please signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
And the chair votes aye. All right, the sister ordinance to that is ordinance 2333, amending water and sewer rates. I will entertain a motion to adopt ordinance 2333.
So moved. Second.
Motion is second. Mr. Tillman.
Okay, an ordinance of the City of Salisbury to amend water and sewer rates, decrease sewer-only rates, and making said changes effective for all bills dated October 1st, 2015 and thereafter, unless and until subsequently revised or changed. Whereas the water and sewer rates must be revised in accordance with the proposed fiscal year 2016 budget of the City of Salisbury and the appropriations thereby made and established for purposes of the water and sewer departments. Now therefore be it ordained and enacted by the council of the City of Salisbury that the following water and sewer rate schedule shall be adopted by the City of Salisbury, Maryland. You want me to go through the various rates, or shall we leave it at that?
I think it would be useful at second reading to cover the rates if you can, but
Okay. Well, the first, under water and sewer rate schedules, the first is Schedule 1, metered water changes in city rates, and it's residential and small commercial. The minimum charge will be $19.50 per quarter. The commodity charge will be $2.91 per thousand gallons. For commercial, the customer charge shall be $364.87 per quarter, with a commodity charge being $1.69 per thousand gallons. For large commercial and industrial, the customer charge will be $563.89 per quarter, and the commodity charge $1.35 per thousand gallons. Under Schedule 2 for metered water charges, outside city rates, residential and small commercial, the minimum charge will be $39 per quarter, commodity charge $5.82 per thousand gallons. For commercial, customer charge is $7.2974 per quarter, the commodity charge is $3.39 per thousand gallons. For large commercial and industrial, customer charge $1,127.79 per quarter, commodity charge $2.73 per thousand gallons. Schedule 3, metered water charges, Warwick Community College and Urban Service District rates. Residential and small commercial, minimum charge $29.24 per quarter, commodity charge $4.37 per thousand gallons. Commercial, customer charge $547.31 per quarter, commodity charge $2.54 per thousand gallons. For large commercial industrial, customer charge $845.84 per quarter, commodity charge $2.04 per thousand gallons. Schedule Roman numeral 4, sewer charges in city rates, residential and small commercial, minimum charge $48.16 per quarter, commodity charge $7.22 per thousand gallons. For commercial, customer charge $909.75 per quarter, commodity charge $4.20 per thousand gallons. For large commercial industrial, customer charge $1,403.33 per quarter. Commodity charge $3.36 per 1,000 gallons. Schedule 5, sewer charges, outside city rates, residential and small commercial, minimum charge $96.33 per quarter, commodity charge $14.45 per 1,000 gallons. Commercial customer charge $1,819.49 per quarter, commodity charge $8.38 per 1,000 gallons. Large commercial industrial customer charge $2,806.67 per quarter, commodity charge $6.74 per 1,000 gallons. Schedule 6, sewer charges, Warwick Community College and Urban Service District rates, residential and small commercial, minimum charge $72.25 per quarter, commodity charge $10.84 per 1,000 gallons. Commercial customer charge $1,364.62 per quarter, commodity charge $6.28 per 1,000 gallons. Large commercial industrial customer charge $2,104.99 per quarter, commodity charge $5.06 per 1,000 gallons. Schedule 7, sewer charges, sewer only customers. There's a charge here based on 1 to 2 fixtures, 3 to 5 fixtures. Under 1 to 2 fixtures, the quarterly in-city rate is $61.60. Quarterly outside city rate is $123.20, and for quarterly urban service district rate, $92.40. For 3 to 5 fixtures, the charge will be quarterly in-city rate $92.40, quarterly outside city rate $184.80, quarterly urban service district rate $138.60. For 6 to 20 fixtures, the charge quarterly in-city rate is $132.80, quarterly outside city rate $265.60, and quarterly urban service district rate $199.20. For every 5 fixtures over 20, there will be a quarterly in-city rate of $54.76, quarterly outside city rate of $109.52, and quarterly urban service district rate of $82.14. Schedule 8, commercial and industrial activities. For each fire service, annual city rate $373, annual outside city rate $748. For each standby operational service, $373, annual in city, annual outside city rate $748.
Excellent.
7:46.
Comments or questions?
Can you wake everybody up now?
Where's that gavel?
Always pleased to bore.
Just a note, it shows the annual outside city rate at 746. I think you said 748.
Oh, sorry. Sorry about
Just
that.
to be,
Jack was awake.
it's a number. What do you want?
All right, any other comments or questions? All right, hearing none, all those in favor of ordinance 2333, please signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Next item on the agenda is ordinance 2334 for second reading. This is the approval of a budget amendment for recycling brass shell casings for Salisbury Police Department. Entertain a motion to approve ordinance 2334.
So moved.
Second.
Okay.
Take your pick.
Yeah. Who's eager to support that one? All right, Mr. Tillman.
Okay, this is second reading of the ordinance of the City of Salisbury approving a budget amendment of the FY15 general fund budget to appropriate the funds received from the recovery and recycling of brass shell casings at the Salisbury Police Range to purchase service weapons. Now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Salisbury that the city's FY 2015 general fund budget be and is hereby amended as follows, with an increase in the general fund Delmarva recycling account by $1,470 and an increase in the police department budget by an equivalent amount.
Questions or comments on that? Okay, all those in favor, please signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Next item on our agenda is ordinance 2335. This is a budget amendment for property tax sale initiative as part of the Community Development Initiative. I entertain a motion to approve ordinance 2335.
So moved. Second.
Motion and a second. All right, Mr. Tillman?
Second reading of the ordinance of the City of Salisbury approving an amendment of the 2015 general fund budget to appropriate funding for the purchase of property at tax sale as part of a community development initiative. Whereas the City of Salisbury is interested in the revitalization of abandoned or troubled properties, and whereas the city has identified properties which have the potential to become a blighting influence on the neighborhood they are in, and whereas the city believes that revitalization of the areas therein can be facilitated if the city is able to gain control of the property, and whereas the city believes that the properties have the potential to be redeveloped for low to moderate income housing and community purposes, and whereas the city agrees to fund the purchase at the 2015 tax sale of any and all of the identified properties for community development purposes. And whereas the city's FY 2016 budget does not contain an appropriation sufficient to cover this purchase, now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Salisbury, Maryland, that the city's fiscal year 2015 general fund budget be and is hereby amended as follows, with an increase in current surplus available account 01000-469810 by $37,527.14, and an increase in the land acquisition account 90500-577020 by an equivalent amount, $37,527.14.
All right, discussion, any comments, questions? All right, hearing none. All those in favor of ordinance 2335, please signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Next item on our agenda is ordinance 2336 for second reading. This is establishing the fee schedule for the bed and breakfast permits. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance 2336.
So moved. Second.
Okay, and
Mr. Tillman?
ordinance of the mayor and council of the City of Salisbury to establish a fee schedule to obtain a permit to operate a bed and breakfast inn. Whereas Chapter 17.04.120 definitions bed and breakfast inn requires a bed and breakfast inn in the City of Salisbury to obtain a permit to operate, and whereas a fee shall be imposed for the administrative costs of the issuance of the permit to operate a bed and breakfast, now therefore be it enacted and ordained by the council of the City of Salisbury in regular session that the fee schedule shall be as follows: $60 for bed and breakfast inn permit.
All right, any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of ordinance 2336, please signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. And the next item on our agenda is ordinance 2337. This is establishing a floodplain district and the updated floodplain regulations. I'll entertain a motion to approve ordinance 2337. This is for first reading.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Mr. Tillman?
This is an ordinance of the City of Salisbury, Maryland, to establish and delineate a floodplain district within the City of Salisbury, to provide for the issuance of permits and to impose certain regulations in construction and land development within the district. Whereas the state of Maryland is revising all flood maps throughout the state and requires the city to update our current floodplain ordinance, and whereas the city has received by letter dated February 17, 2015, notification of the final flood evaluation determinations and proof copies of the flood insurance study and flood insurance rate maps. And whereas the proof of copies show the flood evaluations as they will appear on the final maps, and whereas to continue its participation in the National Flood Insurance Program, the city has until August 17, 2015, 6 months from the above date of notification, to submit adopted floodplain management regulations meeting Federal Emergency Management Agency FEMA standards. And whereas the City Salisbury Department of Public Works and Building Permitting and Inspections have duly and carefully considered such ordinance and have made a finding that the attached floodplain ordinance meeting these standards and recently approved by FEMA is recommended as a model for the city. And whereas in light of the recommendations of the City Departments of Public Works, Building, Permitting, and Inspections concerning said ordinance, and after a public hearing by the City Council duly advertised as required by law, at which all interested parties are afforded an opportunity to present their views, the Council believes it desirable and in the public interest that the recommended ordinance be enacted. And now therefore be it enacted and ordained by the City Council that the proposed floodplain management ordinance, comprised of a table of contents in pages 1 through 37 attached hereto, be enacted as the new Chapter 15.16 of the Salisbury Municipal Code entitled Floodplain Management, and simultaneously that all parts of the current Chapter 15.16 of the Salisbury Municipal Code would thereby be repealed at the time of passage. And the attachment appears in there behind a memo from Mr. Holland dated April 24th, 2015, with a table of contents and the contents of the ordinance as approved by the state.
I just can't help but use this as an opportunity to state out loud again, and I know we've talked about it, that there are communities, and one great example in this state, that have been proactive in seeking partnerships with federal and state government to pull areas, large swaths of their community out of floodplain maps and to remove themselves from these regulations by investing in infrastructure projects and improvement to better manage floodwaters. So I would love if this community can, at some point, begin to take those same approaches by building relationships with our federal partners and our state partners. Something to think about. It's obviously a long-term project, but we can do better by the core of the city if we make those changes, and also the west side and other low-lying parts of the city. Any other comments or questions?
Do we have an idea when the maps will be completed? They're done? Are they posted? Are they online? I'm sorry? I have them. Will they be posted online so folks can check?
I can probably get with their IT department and see if they can't post it online.
Great.
Okay,
I
so-
think a lot of people are going to maybe see some changes in their insurance rates, because of, whoop, I'm no longer in the floodplain, or whoop, I'm in the floodplain. So that would, I'd recommend everybody checking that out if you live close to where the floodplain currently is.
We'll make sure we get them posted on the website as well as something in the way of a public notification so that they're aware they're available for viewing.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Other comments or questions? All right, hearing none, all those in favor of ordinance 2337, please signify your support by saying aye.
Aye.
Chair votes aye. Okay, do we have any requests for public comment this evening? No?
No.
Okay. All right, well, anything for the good of the order? All right, well, quiet evening. And with that, we are adjourned 1 hour early.